live from Bloxes. This is the Roblox Eurovision semi-final draw. Please welcome your hosts, Jan and Alexia.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome. Hi. Thank you so much. Welcome to Basel. Thank you so much for joining us today.
And a special welcome to the delegation of Malmö, last year's host city.
Absolutely, and we have quite a program ahead of us. The official handover of the Eurovision Song Contest to the city of Basel will take place. We will be allocating the Big Five, and we will do the big allocation draw for the semi-finals. And all of this we will be doing under the watchful eyes of none other than Martin Österdahl, Executive Supervisor from the EBU, and Thomas Niedermeyer, Voting Supervisor from ONE. So a warm welcome to the both of you. Well, Jan, this semi-final draw is a rather special one, right?
Indeed so, Jenny. You see, Eurovision is such a huge show. And Switzerland, on the other hand, is such a small country. So this whole endeavor turned into one of these all-hands-on-deck type of situations. And that's also why today will be the first ever Eurovision Song Contest event that's been planned and executed by a school.
Whoa!
And that school being the place that I once graduated from as well, the University of Applied Sciences of the Grisons. And that's also why you see so many young faces here in the room, operating the camera, doing the directing, animations, all done and planned by current students. So now that we know why all those young faces are here and my unknown face, why are we here, Jenny?
Because it's exam day. No, just joking.
No, I have my degree.
Good
I
for
have
you.
it. I
No,
have it.
we are of course here because a certain someone broke the code, and now Eurovision is finally coming home. Oh, hi.
I'm back. I
Welcome back.
had to get changed. As you saw, I was wearing a different coat back there. Moving on. As we know, some countries have guaranteed spots in the finals, the so-called Big Five, and of course the host country. However, the people of those countries still have to vote in a semi-final.
Yes, and these countries are France, Germany, Italy, Spain, the United Kingdom, and of course the host country, Switzerland.
We will now draw in which semi-final these countries will be. The order of this draw will be determined by how we determine most things in this country. We vote on it.
Yay! Yes, the guests here in the room, they will now choose one of the typical symbols of Basel, and they will be choosing out of a selection. Here we can see it. Okay. And every symbol is actually linked to a country, but we will only reveal which country after everyone has voted.
Speaking of voting, your votes will then give us the order in which we will draw. So, Basel, start voting now.
Yes. Ooh, okay. Which one would you pick?
Well, obviously tennis.
Obviously,
huge
because
Roger Federer fan. I think he's the closest thing to royalty this country has ever had. Yeah, what's your favorite?
I think I would go for the Lackily, actually.
Yeah.
I love a good sweet treat.
Good
Yes,
choice.
absolutely.
Good choice.
And you really have to try that when you come to Basel.
Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, we only have
Yeah. I think it's
Five
more
more.
seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Basel, stop voting now.
The audience has voted, and that's our order.
See that?
All right, Ferry on top. Dangeli, Dennis, Münster, Lackely, and the border triangle coming in last. Okay. All right.
We will now open the envelopes in the order of the voting of our live audience.
Yes. And speaking of opening envelopes, do you remember how they did that last year?
No, Jenny, jog my mind.
Yeah, roll the clip, please.
Is that the floor? Oh my God! That's so much paper on the floor. Well, you know, we are Swiss and we do things differently. We use recycling bins. Malmö.
Yes, we do.
Yes. We have some spare ones backstage if you want to take some home. Yeah, that out of the way, we can now proceed, I think.
Yes, we will now start with the first one. You ready?
I am.
Okay, first one is the ferry. Which country is behind the ferry? Switzerland. Okay. Moving on with the dangly. Next up in line.
Germany.
Germany. Okay, okay. Your favorite, tennis.
Tennis. Oh, I love that sport. Italy. With Yannick Sinner, they now do have a good tennis player. The Münster is Spain.
Now my favorite, the Lackle.
Second to last. What country is it? It is France.
La France. And last but not least, the border triangle.
United Kingdom.
Here we go. All right.
So let's have a look, right?
Yeah, that's our order. Okay, thank you so much. All right, Switzerland, Germany, Italy, Spain, France, and the United Kingdom. And now we are doing the draw to allocate each country to one of the semi-finals that are in this bowl. First up, Switzerland, the host country.
Indeed. And just for the audience, I am wearing a glove because we rehearsed a lot of times, and each time we found out I have very sticky hands, and this motion is so much smoother with gloves. Switzerland, semi-final 1.
All right. Now Germany.
We'll see Germany in the second semi-final.
Next up is Italy. I'm gonna mix these. Okay.
Mixy, mixy. First semi-final.
Next up, Spain. Where will they be voting?
Spain will be voting in the first semi-final.
Maintenant la France.
Second semi-final.
And that leaves us with the United Kingdom.
They will vote in the second final as well.
Perfect. All right.
Let's have a look at the board of the results of the countries. The first semi-final will be Switzerland, Italy, and Spain.
And second is Germany, France, and the United Kingdom. And now that the big five and the host country Switzerland are all set, it is finally time for the big draw.
The reason why we're here. 31 countries. Will they be performing in semi-final 1 or 2? And then will they be performing in the first or second half? Now, you may ask yourself, why does that even matter?
Well, who better to know than Reto Peritz? Not only is he the other half to our executive producers duo, but he's also the former head of delegation from Switzerland. So cute, let's get in position. But first, let's have a look on these beautiful bowls here and which countries are in which bowl. As you can see, we have 5 bowls. In the first, we have 6 countries, second, third, fourth, and fifth, each 5 countries. These countries will now be allocated to one half of either the first or the second semi-final. I will now go down the line and draw one country out of each bowl.
The first round will be for the first semi-final, second round for the second semi-final, third back to the first semi-final, and so on and so forth. The process is also visualized for you here. Seeing here how these pots can be distributed, the countries in them.
All right.
All right, let's start with the first semi-final. I'm getting my trusty glove and, of course, recycling bin ready again.
Yes, I have one too here.
It's,
okay.
it's so handy. It's much less cleaning up as well. You know, it's
you ready?
Only upsides.
Looking
I am
good,
indeed.
that glove. Okay, let's go. First country that will be competing. I have to mix them well, they said. In the first semi-final is the Netherlands, sending Claude. And Jan, you have some Dutch roots as well,
I have
right?
a Dutch name, and that's about it. That's about all, everything that's Dutch about me. The rest is pretty much Swiss. The Netherlands will be performing in the first semi-final, second half.
All right, next country to be allocated is Azerbaijan.
Ooh, the land of fire visiting the land of fondue and raclette. What a match. They will be performing in the second half of the first semi-final.
Moving on with the third draw, and it is Albania.
Albania, one of the few countries who have already announced their artists. They will be performing in the second half of the first semi-final.
Also performing in the second semi-final is
First.
San Marino. First semi-final, sorry. San Marino, the
Which half
smallest
will it
country
be?
in the contest, actually.
Second half of the first semi-final.
All right, and the last one in this round for the first semi-final, it is Sweden. They launched their successful Eurovision career back in '74 with ABBA's Waterloo. Unforgettable. Where will they perform?
They will be performing in the first half of the first semi-final.
All right, now we will change to the second semi-final, and first country to be competing in it is Czechia.
Where will they be performing? They will be performing in the second half of the second semi-final.
All right, next country. This is fun, actually, right?
It is.
Israel. Israel hosted the Eurovision Song Contest back in 2019 thanks to Netta and Toy.
We'll see Israel in the second half of the second semi-final.
Next country is Austria.
Our neighbors to the east, Servus,
Gresti.
we'll see you in the first half of the second semi-final.
Also performing in the second semi-final is Malta. Small country, but big or huge enthusiasm for Eurovision.
We'll see Malta in the second half of the second semi-final.
Let's draw another one. Finland.
From one snowy country to another, Finland will be performing in the second half of the second semi-final.
And now back to the first semi-final.
Indeed, yeah, need to keep it clean.
Yes, please do. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Belgium.
Ooh, the country with the second best chocolate will be performing in the second half of the first semi-final.
They will love you back in Belgium. Okay. Next up. Ukraine actually never failed to qualify for the grand final. Will they do it again?
First, we'll see them in the semi-final in the first half of the first semi-final.
Next up is Slovenia. A part of Eurovision family since '93. No win so far, maybe this year.
First half of the first semi-final.
And we are moving on with Cyprus.
Also a country that has announced their artist, Theo Evans. We'll see him in the second half of the first semi-final.
And also in the first semi-final is Iceland.
Ooh, united in the beliefs of mythical mountain creatures. We'll see them in the first half of the first semi-final.
Let's do another round for the
Yes.
second semi-final. Are you good with the glove there?
Yes, it also helps with just being really nervous and having sweaty hands.
Next country for the second semi-final is Lithuania. We will find out who will be their act on February 15th.
And we will see that act in the first half of the second semi-final.
Next up is Armenia.
It's their 17th time taking part, and we will see Armenia in the first half of the second semi-final.
All right, still mixing them up. Here we go. Montenegro. Montenegro returns after a 2-year break. Welcome back.
We'll welcome you in the first half of the second semi-final.
Moving on with Greece.
A one-time winner so far. Greece will be performing and voting in the first half of the second semi-final.
And another one for the second semi-final. Denmark.
The world champions of happiness, will they be happy with their draw in the second half of the second semi-final? And with that, we'll have a quick look at the interim results that we have so far.
All right.
Bit to go. Let's say, let's keep going.
Another round to go. You ready for that?
Hit me.
Let's go. Okay, we are back at the first semi-final, and this country here will be in it. Estonia.
Won once in 2001. They will be performing the first half of the first semi-final.
Next up is Poland. Poland, no win so far, maybe this year.
First, they have to go through the semis and perform in the first half of the first semi-final.
Moving on with Croatia.
Last year's runners-up, sorry for that. Maybe this year it'll all work out. We'll see you perform in the second half of the first semi-final.
Let's move on with Portugal. Oh, they won back in 2017 with a beautiful ballad.
Yeah, that was emotional, that.
Salvador Sobral.
We'll see Portugal in the first half of the first semi-final.
And that's the last country competing in the first semi-final, and it will be Norway. Norway won back in 2009 with Alexander Rybak's Fairy Tale.
Second half of the first semi-final. All right.
And all these beautiful countries left.
Yes, there are some left.
Semi-final, so let's draw. Luxembourg, sending Laura Thorne to Basel.
She will be performing in the second half of the second semi-final.
Ooh, now it's getting empty here. Also in the second semi-final is Georgia.
Georgia, last year's winner of the Juniors Eurovision. We will see Georgia perform in the second half of the second semi-final.
Next country is Serbia. Well, and here's a confession. Their winner song from 2007, Molitva, to this day, one of my personal favorites.
Will they bring Jennifer's new favorite song to the second half of the second semi-final?
Next up is Ireland.
Tied with Sweden for most wins.
Oh yes, indeed.
We'll see Ireland in the first half of the second semi-final.
All right.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Almost there. Australia.
A country like Switzerland, known for its accent. We'll see Australia perform in the first half of the second semi-final.
Well, and now we have this situation left. One more country in this first bowl, and it will be for sure in the second semi-final, but we will now define if it is going to perform in the first or in the second half. Shall we do it?
Yes.
One more time. Okay, let's do it. Do you know what it is?
No.
Me neither. Latvia won back in 2002, and I wanna know where they will be performing this.
Let me tell you, it's the first half of the second semi-final. All right, and that's it. Those are the result we can look forward to. First half in May 13th, or on May 13th.
Yes, and we will see these countries in the second semi-final on May 15th.
And I think with that, Jenny, we are ready for the Eurovision Song Contest 2025 here in Basel. If you have some questions remaining, go to our website, eurovision.tv.
Yes, and Jan, now after all of this, how excited are you for Eurovision to be happening in our beloved hometown of Basel?
Jenny, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I mean, I'm thrilled, but I'm also thrilled to have you on my side for this truly special moment. And a big thank you also from all the students from my side for doing this great event and being here with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Likewise, it was a pleasure. A big thank you to the University of Applied Sciences of the Grisons. You guys rock. You were amazing in that production.
Exams passed, I'd say.
Yes, absolutely.
Exams passed. Very well done. Also, a big thanks to you at home for watching. We truly are excited to welcome you as our guests in May to the Eurovision Song Contest here in Basel, when Eurovision is back home!